Tonight at 6, a knockout in the fight against blight in Detroit.
It seems the city needs all the help it can get, so why did the mayor send the nonprofit Blight Authority packing?
7 Action News investigator Jim Kirchner spent the day digging into this and joins us with a look at what he found. Jim?
Yeah, my sources say when Bill Pulte was told to leave, he had almost $1 million in corporate and private donations for blight in Detroit, and those donors said, take it with you.
Anytime you're trying to do something philanthropically and you're having success at it and you're doing stuff for free, you know, it can be a little bit of a bummer.
This is a complete about-face for Detroit.
We have been very fortunate to have the Pulte family care about the city of Detroit.
2 years ago then, Detroit Mayor Dave Bing and the Pulte family touting the success of blight removal as a nonprofit getting donations, partnered with the city getting government grants. Today, when we first asked the Duggan administration about the ouster of Pulte, we were given this news release from March of 2014 showing Pulte was still working with the city and the new mayor. Pulte says that's because emergency manager Kevin Orr kept him on. Because of this Detroit project, Bill Pulte was recognized by Forbes magazine as one of 30 under 30. His family sold off the Pulte home building business years ago. He now runs Pulte Capital Partners.
We got a lot done, and what I will tell you is any day of the week that Detroit will welcome us back in, I can raise a lot of money and help out the city. But I hope.
But when Bing left and Duggan came in, that changed.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Well, it's a yes or no for starters.
Yeah, I was asked by Duggan to not be in Detroit, and I'm fine with that. So.
Pulte's now up the road in Pontiac, where his nonprofit Blight Authority, working with the city and the county, has demolished 300 of a targeted 900 homes. The houses are gone, the sites covered with snow. County Executive L. Brooks Patterson says he got Pulte to come here after just one phone call.
Mike Duggan cut him loose or decided to take it in-house, blight removal I'm talking about, and so I called him.
This afternoon, the Detroit's mayor's office gave us this statement. Since the mayor consolidated the city's demolition efforts under the Detroit Building Authority, we've taken down nearly 4,000 blighted buildings in neighborhoods across the city. Detroiters we hear from are happy with the progress being made. We wish Mr. Pulte well in his efforts in Pontiac.
I would love for Mayor Duggan to call me up and say, hey, we could really still use the help, because I could raise a lot of money.
So the door is not slammed shut on the future, but Pulte says he's starting blight projects in Chicago and Gary, Indiana.
I took a tour with Bill Pulte last year, and this was starting to happen then because he told me at that time that the city was dragging its feet on clearing permits to get places, and then eventually he said, I think the city wants me out, which is now finally what he's saying. How are people siding on this? Because I've seen reactions from people coming down on the mayor's side, people coming down on Pulte's side.
Yeah, we first posted this at noon, and we're seeing a lot of reaction on our Facebook page, the station page, and Twitter. Believe it or not, most of this is coming out in favor of the mayor, saying he's doing a good job.
And
he's doing a good job, and Detroiters are taking the ball in their own hands or whatever and getting it done. Is that right?
Yeah, and the credit he takes is for 4,000 homes demolished in the statement we got this afternoon.
And also, just to be clear, a lot of people confused Pulte with the Pulte homes that left town and moved out of town. And although he is of that Pulte family, they have no stake in that.
They sold that out, right?
And
it's now down in Atlanta, Georgia.
So while you're criticizing Bill Pulte, at least keep in mind he is not that Pulte anymore. So what he does is this.
Good point.
All right, thanks.
As long as progress is being made, too.